Hello, Kyle here. You guys are riding along with me again today. Again, this is the show that promises you nothing and tries to meet that promise every single time. And hopefully we succeed. So come here expecting nothing, and if you take something away from it, then that is our gift to you. Free gift of knowledge, friendship, whatever it is. That I hope you come away with. Practice listening to English. I have a very neutral accent. Even though I live in the South, I don't really sound like I live in the South. So, a neutral American accent, that's what I have here to give to you. But today I was thinking I would talk about vocabulary a little bit. You know, I look at flashcards quite often because I have this dream that someday I'll be a smart person, which is probably never going to happen. But, you know, everyone should have a dream, right? But I have a few flashcards, and on those flashcards is some words. Actually, on those flashcards, all kinds of things. I got English words, Spanish words, snippets of history, whatnot. But there's some words on there. I don't even know how some of the words got on there. I must have saw them at some point. But I keep thinking about the word Pelagianism, which is on there. A little philosophy for you. And the definition of Pelagianism is it's the theory that what is it? See, now I should look at my flashcards, right? The theory that original sin did not taint human will, that we can still be good. We did not taint our moral will, so we can still be good. We can morally be good without the aid, without divine aid. And, you know, a lot of people are against it, a lot of people are for it. St. Augustine, famous theologian, was very against it, outspoken against it. But in the thinking about against it or not, you know, like I don't even know where I got that word, nor do I think people talk about it. But it made me wonder, do people actually actively believe that or not believe that? So I guess I would say that the majority of people probably believe in Pelagianism without using that term, of course. You know, loads of people, I would say, would probably think that people can still choose to be good, can choose between good and evil without divine aid to choose to be good. If that makes sense. So, what does that mean for us? I guess the thing I've been thinking about is how in the world did I get my flashcards, for one thing. But then, do people even use that term at all? And without even using that term, it makes me think, well, it's a popular, adopted philosophy of the day, right? I think a lot of people think that they're good people, and that they can choose to be so without the help of a divine being. I guess, in my perspective, I think that's bogus, but I think it's impossible to be genuinely good through and through without the aid of a divine being, which is a little bit about me, I guess. So I'm interested in what people have comments about that. Other philosophical terms that have made it into my flashcards are like Solipsism, which is the doctrine that only the self exists or can be proved to exist. So part of me is like, what does that even mean? And so I've never taken a philosophy class. I wish that I had, because I think philosophy is fascinating. And I would love to learn more about different ideas. But when I hear these terms, I'm like, people don't even believe this, do they? And I think the thing is, people believe philosophical ideas without attaching language to them. So you can either comment, tell me what you think about Pelagianism, the belief that our moral will is not tainted, that we can still choose to be good without divine aid, or you can talk to me about Solipsism, the doctrine that only the self exists or can be proved to exist, which makes me wonder why we would do anything at all ever if only the self exists and we can prove it. One, I don't know how you prove it, and then two, if that is true, then yeah, why does anything else matter to try to prove, I guess. Anyway, I know these are very shallow thoughts about these ideas. I'm sure there's a lot more we could talk about, but that's what I've been thinking about. Other philosophical terms that you've come across, I think it'd be fascinating to know. Feel free to comment on it. It's kind of been a short video, but I had Pelagianism on my mind. That's not a sentence I can say very often, I suppose, but since it's in my flashcards, it comes up every once in a while. Which usually means I have all kinds of weird things on my mind, at least for those moments where I'm trying to remember them. Talk to you later, be safe, and again, this is a show. Riding along with me. Sometimes it may not always be in the car, but I guess my plan for this video journal is that we would be in the car most of the videos, unless I change my mind, which I can do with a video series that probably no one's going to watch but me later. I'm looking at myself, saying to my family, there's me, there's myself on a video. What a great video, because it's starring my favorite person, which can also be solipsism, right? Because I think the second definition is that preoccupation with one's self. I think it's one's own emotions, which I am very preoccupied with my emotions. Anyway, again, this is the show. Promises you nothing, and we hope to meet that promise every time. Keep that promise.